Email marketing seems so quaint now, doesn't it? In this episode, we're going to learn how SMBs use email marketing and what they think about it.
Welcome to Corey's Local Marketing Minute, a quick dive into practical insights to help your marketing work harder for your business. Today's episode is brought to you by Local Scope.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Corey's Local Marketing Minute. I am Corey. I'm letting you know right now it's going to be more than 1 minute, but you'll get something out of it. For those of you who don't know who we are Burrell Associates. We have been in the business of understanding local businesses in their trials and tribulations with local marketing. We're basically a translator between local businesses and agencies or media companies. We run a panel of local advertisers. We do annual local advertiser surveys. Our goal is to improve the marketing life of both local businesses and those that supply marketing to those local businesses. But first, I should remind you, before we get too far along, once you've watched this video, if you like it, then like it and subscribe and certainly comment, but more on that later. So we run what we refer to as an SMB panel. This is a panel of a few hundred local businesses that volunteer to answer questions. They can win fabulous prizes. It's not that fabulous, it's a $50 gift card, but still, hey, about local marketing with the idea that these local businesses can understand what other local businesses are thinking when it comes to marketing. It's kind of a sharing of ideas. And one of these topics came from the SMB panel themselves. When we asked, hey, what do you want us to cover this year? One of the things that rose to the top was email marketing. So I thought I would share with you some of the results and what they might mean for a local business. All right, so think about your own email marketing and see if the answers to some of these questions jive with what you're thinking. Okay, first of all, I should say we've done this survey twice. Once just recently here in 2025 and one time in 2018. Didn't ask all the same questions, but those that I did, I'll share with you the differences. First and foremost, we asked in both years, do you currently use email marketing for your business? Okay, think about it. In 2018, 74% of local businesses said, yep, we use email marketing. What do you think the number is in 2025? 56%. Why? Why the drop? Well, we asked. So the number one answer with 61% of those SMBs who said they stopped, why they stopped? Low ROI. Now, I'm going to pause there because this comes up a lot with damn near any media or advertising. That's always the number one reason you wouldn't use it. You're not getting a return on it. So we need to dig a little bit deeper. Let's look at the number two reason, with 39% of local businesses saying this. 39% of local businesses say their customers get too many emails and they don't want to contribute to that. So how can we turn that around? Well, we can look to those local businesses that are using email effectively. What do they say? When we asked how they boost the success of their emails, check this out. With the biggest group saying they send once a month, with 51% also saying they include a clear call to action. So less frequent, clear call to action. Quality over quantity. So where do you get emails? First of all, there's a big decrease when you compared 2025's answers to 2018. The biggest decrease came from purchasing from a third party. Back in 2018, 23% said, yeah, I purchased from a third party. Now, 10%. So the era of buying email lists sounds like it's done. So if you're interested in email marketing, what can you do? Well, according to the ones who are doing it successfully, there's some pretty clear winners. Collecting emails from clients or customers themselves or leads from your social media site. 83% are doing this, 71% doing that. And if you're curious about 2018, 63%, 77%. So both of these grew, that one fell off cliff. So it's about your first party data. The first party data is gold. Ooh, which I should tell you this part too. Hold on. It's not just collecting email lists, it's what you do with them. Successful emailers are using smart segmentation, and that's not some kind of title for something. It just literally means smart segmentation, looking at an email list and dividing it up somehow. In fact, 67% of local businesses who use email segment their list. 35% say they do it on content interests. 33% say they do it on customer status. 30% say they do it on purchase history. It's no longer about demo or age or household income or any of that. It's how they engage with you. That's what's important. All right, I think we have time for one more little tidbit. What is your primary goal of an email marketing campaign? Well, 54% agree It's increased sales. That almost looks like increased saves, but that's because my handwriting is so horrible. I'm glad you're sticking with me. And this is probably directly linked to the number one problem people have with email. They're not getting the ROI. But remember, we're scratching a little bit deeper. So let's look at the successes. I think this is important to understand. What types of emails are being sent? And it's important when you look at the answers from 2018 to 2025. Back in 2018, the number one use of email marketing by 77% of those who engaged was announcements. That's fallen to 66%. There's something else that's taken over, where just coincidentally, 77% of local businesses are doing this as opposed to 58% back in 2018. What is it? General newsletter. That's increased. In fact, you could say it's gone away from just general announcement to something a little bit more educational. But what is the biggest hurdle to that? You could probably guess. The biggest challenge with 45% of advertisers who say they use email marketing? Creating engaging content. That's the rub. So all of this together suggests that if you can, and put it into a newsletter, and segment your list and don't send more than once a month, you're ticking a lot of boxes here. So again, all this came from our report about how SMBs use email marketing. These reports are something we do every month, and we'd like to invite you to be on the panel. If you're a local business and you want these kinds of insights from other local advertisers, sign up. Doesn't cost a thing. So what's the hook, right? What's the catch? We use the general information here to make videos like this and educate both local advertisers and local media companies. Your privacy is maintained. We're not selling anything. You know what? I'm blabbing on too much. We can make it easy. You know what we can do? Drop an email to info@borrellassociates.com, BORRELL associates.com, saying you'd like to be a part of the panel. Easy peasy. Well, I just realized we're doing this. We are sending out these via email once a month. Engaging content. Full circle.